so this is going to be the real test if the internet is actually working. I don't know why I can't hear. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. That's... Okay, there we go. Sorry. But yeah, we're just testing and seeing if the internet's working real quick before we even start. Sorry. Let's see how it looks right now. Okay, internet's actually finally being at a good speed. I'm so sorry for the delay. I don't know if anyone's looking at my Twitter, but it's been time after time with internet problems. We had our internet out for literally, I think it went down around 5, 6 my time, and just came back an hour before stream. So it's been out for like 5 hours, and then starting to stream the first time, it decided to fluctuate everywhere. Anyways, yeah. So yeah. It's first trial time, and I'm excited to see what the main games are going to be like, but I'm not ready for the feels. So, let me just... You want to update my info, please? Thank you. I'm actually remembering to do it today. Right on time. That's a new one. Okay, you're updated. Alright, so. Escape? I can do either way, I guess. Alright. Okay, here we go. I'm hoping that the trial's all voice so I don't have to do voices today. Please, give me a break. After making sure everyone was in the elevator, we pushed on the button and the door shut. We felt the elevator begin to descend. The elevator made a loud sound as it slowly descended. Normally, everyone would be talking to each other, but the vibrations of the elevator seemed to make us all mute. It lured us of the trial to come. The elevator it's been a long day, I'm sorry. The elevator's sound grew louder, almost as if to make fun of all of our fear. Thoughts that we may never see the light of day again crossed all of our minds. We couldn't let that happen. Whoever killed Yuri wasn't going to get away with this. As everyone had their own thoughts of what may or may not happen, the elevator came to a screeching stop. What? What is this place?
Hello there.
Foo-foo, you finally arrived. Welcome to the most advanced facility of the Monocruise, the Clash Trial Room.
Whoa-ho-ho.
I like what you've done with the place. Very impressive.
What? This feels like an actual court or something.
Very well.
I assume you're all ready. I also assume you all know there isn't any right way from this. Let's begin.
Now.
Everyone go to the stands with your names on them.
Very good.
Excellent. Your solemn expressions tell me you're all going to face this with appropriate resolve. Now let's begin. The first class trial, the Hiroshima field trip of mutual killing. I'm not ready for the feels. Class trials finally starting. All of our lives are on the line. If we win, we live, and the blackened dies. If we lose, the blackened lives, and we all die. In other words, no matter what happens, someone will face your death here. I can't let those thoughts cloud my vision. I need to focus on the class trial right now. Yuri, the ultimate spaceman. He's no longer with us due to his brutal murder. He may have been uncooperative, he might have been a terrible person to men and women alike, but he was still our classmate. It's like Emma said, if this killing game hadn't happened, we all would have been such a good friends. The culprit, the one who did this terrible thing to Yuri, is among us right now. I know what someone's probably going to say. Oh, cool! They did it! V3 style! Yes! Various thoughts intertwine and the curtains finally open. A trial of life and death. A trial of truth and lies. A trial of trust and betrayal. A trial of fact and fiction. A trial of pleas and excuses. A trial of friends and foes. A trial like no other. The class trial. Okay, I'm hoping he gave us rundowns for this round because I have not played computer version. I've only played the PS version of Danganronpa. Alright. So. Oh, okay. This feels just. Oh, no, no, no. I want to quit skills. I'm an idiot. Ah! Ooh. Okay, I had 21 to use. Oh, I only have like 2 skills I can use. Alright, guess that's all we'll do. And this just goes through the stuff, right? Yeah.
Firstly, allow me to briefly explain the rules of this class trial.
Yes.
The results of the class trial will be decided solely by your votes. If you manage to correctly identify
Okay,
the blackened,
good. We did the regular
only
way.
they will receive punishment. But everyone except for the blackened will be punished, and they will be able to escape this field trip of mutual killing.
Okay, there we go. So it's begun. The class trial. And the people here brutally murdered Yuri.
Well, first and foremost,
Wait a minute, Monocro. There's something I'd like to ask first.
oh, and what might that be?
Accomplices. Can there be accomplices in a case?
Oh, it's this thing.
Good question. Whether or not there are accomplices will be a huge factor in deciding the culprit.
A good question indeed. I guess it wasn't specified in the rules. To be blunt, there can be accomplices.
I'm waiting for the butt.
What? So it's possible?
But in theory,
Yep, just as
only
usual.
one person gets to actually leave the island anyway.
Of course. The rules even say that only the first murder counts if more should occur. In other words, without any reward, an accomplice is no more than another tool for the culprit.
They'd gain nothing from assisting the culprit, after all. Even if they succeeded, they'd be unable to escape the island alongside the Blackened. More importantly, they'd still face the same execution as the rest of us.
He's got that right.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, that.
Oh, yay,
You
this.
don't need to concern yourself with it.
Monocro.
It would have been Yuri Kagorin's seat, but it's rather sad to just leave a blank space there.
Monocro.
That's an awful sense of humor you've got there.
Wait, something's off about this.
Oh,
empty
we do
seat
have an
over
empty
there?
seat.
It's exactly what it looks like, an empty seat. There's no need to concern yourself with it.
Are we going to have an
You're
extra
very
student again?
interested in the petty details, aren't you?
Hey, you
Questions
brought
are
up.
fine, but shouldn't you be discussing the murder first?
Right. This place is extremely unpleasant. I'd like to leave as soon as possible.
It might be the last place you ever see if we don't figure out who the culprit is.
Say such terrible things! Wait, all of you. Do you mind if I say something before we begin?
Huh? What is it, Kokoro?
I know who the culprit is.
What? Are you serious?
Wait, Kokoro does?
Who is it? Who's the culprit?
I know who the culprit is, and I know exactly how they did it. So I'll give them the chance to speak. Give yourself up now. Perhaps you'll be found out anyway. And it's
Oh,
better
no.
to confess rather than
I can't
have
tell
it
if
dragged
Kokoro
out of
actually
you.
knows or not.
Nobody's confessing.
Obviously. What kind of idiot would tell the truth? They'd be sentencing themselves to death.
All right. We'll do this the hard way.
So who's the culprit, Coco?
I can't tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
What? Why are you screwing around? Just tell us. We don't know who it is, so just tell us so we can get this over with. Like Sosie said, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be.
Would you be able to comprehend it? I would be lucky to be believed. I sense that a few of you are suspecting me already.
Oh,
Aha. Your powers of observation are truly outstanding.
that's why she's the ultimate
This is a class trial.
psychologist,
All
pretty much.
of our lives are on the line here. We need to find a conclusion that everyone finds acceptable, so that there is no doubt who the culprit is when we all cast our votes. Figure it out for yourselves as much as you can. I'll help you if you get stuck.
This is totally suspicious.
Hey, Beaky, don't dismiss her when we haven't even started yet.
What? What's with that condescending attitude?
Oh, okay,
huh?
they're back
You
to
think
normal.
I'm an idiot?
Oh, Your mood's back up again.
Duh, of course. I don't want to sit around moping
At least
forever.
it's better though.
I'm really scared, but I'll do whatever it takes to stay alive.
I see. That's good, sis.
Let's get started then.
Wait a moment. May I say something as well?
What is it now?
I imagine that some of you may suspect your opinions on me as a person are inconsequential. But please, for all of our sakes, treat me as just another student during the class trial. We would all die if we reached the wrong conclusion, after all. I don't want to die either, you know?
That's exactly what the real culprit would say.
Oh, come now. This is a prime example of what you should not do.
Yeah,
Shinji,
actually.
I'm sorry, but he's right. If Mikado wanted to act as the mastermind, he had plenty of opportunities to do so before. Everyone here is a suspect, including Mikado and I. The purpose of this discussion is to narrow down that list.
I see.
Shinji! The dumbass,
try my
but he's
best.
lovable.
So, can we start now?
Where should we begin? If you're confused, try starting with what we know happened in this case.
Do your best. My life's on the line too.
Shobai, shut up. We should probably start with what we know about the case. I need to try my best. Everyone's lives depend on it. I actually have to read because it's new. Okay, yes, so skip. Oh, that's cool that they actually do the little thing. Okay. One sec.
To begin, Riri died at 7:30 in the morning. 30 minutes after the morning announcements.
Is it true that Sora and Yuki were together at the scene of the crime?
Yes, Yuri contacted me. After I woke up this morning. When I saw the message asking for help, I immediately ran to the bell tower. I saw Yuri hanging from a rope, badly injured. And before I could do anything, he was dragged up. His corpse fell to the ground moments later.
There were so many cuts on Yuri's body. Could the murder weapon be a sharp object?
No, that's wrong!
Yuri couldn't have been killed by a sharp object. If you check the Monocro file, it says that the cause of death was blunt force trauma. In other words, Yuri's death was likely caused by his fall.
Oh, I see. There were so many cuts on his body that I overlooked that.
Then what are those cuts from?
Got it! His injuries were caused by the sharp wires.
Wires?
Did you see all the wires strung in between the empty space in the middle of the spiral staircase? Yuri was dragged up by a rope and was cut by the wires as he fell to the ground. He fell very quickly, which is why the wounds are so thin, and yet...
Oh, so that's why the cuts were there.
You never even checked the Monocro file? I can't believe you call that an investigation.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it was an honest mistake. Don't pick on her.
An honest mistake? It's rich of you to say that when we could all die from it. I can't leave my life up to you all if you keep acting like idiots.
Leave your life up to us.
Everyone's lives depend on the outcome of this trial. Not just mine, yeah? If the rest of you work hard to find out the culprit, I don't have to waste my own energy.
What? You're basically saying that you're going to leech off of us?
I will intervene if I have to, but I'm not a fan of inefficiency. You're working to save your own hides, so isn't this a favorable outcome for us all?
I realized I never unmuted on that side. Okay, sorry about that. It's not like we did much anyway, but Shobai, shut up. It's all you missed.
You degenerate ruffian! Have you never even heard of the concept of cooperation with someone?
Now, everyone. We won't accomplish anything if we let ourselves be distracted by people such as Mr. Hashimoto. Let's carry on with deliberations, shall we?
But if the culprit wanted to kill Yuri by dropping him, why did they go through the trouble of installing all of those wires?
I'm not sure. I think we'll have to talk about it a little more.
Alright, so could everyone tell me what they were doing at the time of Riri's death?
Like I said, Sora and I saw Yuri's death with our own eyes. We were together, so does that count as our alibi?
I was alone in my room.
Do I have to tell you? I was just wandering around the place.
Mr. Kagurine died around 7:30 a.m. So everyone besides Mr. Maeda, Miss Sora, Miss Mitsume, and Mr. Hashimoto must have been in the dining hall.
No, Yoriko wasn't there.
Yuko, where were you and what were you doing at the time?
Oh no.
I was also at the bell tower. I met Yuki and Sora there.
The bell tower? But that's the scene of the crime, isn't it?
As far as these guys think that she's
If Sora and Yuki were there because of the message. Yoriko, what were you doing there?
What was I doing?
Kanade, just in case it comes up later, Yoriko technically witnessed Yuri's death with us. You heard the body discovery announcement, right? It's only announced when 3 or more people find the body. Sora and I saw it first, and Yoriko a little while after.
I'm hoping this is still the case that it has to be 3 people that didn't kill the body.
Hold on, Mr. Maeda. You claim that Mr. Kagurine was hoisted by a rope?
What? Yeah?
Then it stands to reason that the two of you witnessed the culprit, no?
Okay, here we go. Yeah, no, you're wrong.
Really?
If the Blackened dragged Mr. Kagurine with a rope up to the top of the bell tower, our 2 witnesses would have immediately followed afterwards in pursuit.
I see. Because the only way down from the top of the tower is down the spiral staircase. Whether the culprit went down or Sora and Yuki went up, they would definitely bump into each other at some point somehow.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. We did get to the top of the bell tower, but Yoriko was the only one up there.
That means Yoriko's the culprit.
No, she is not. Ah.
What? Isn't it obvious? Like Emma said, the only way to climb up the tower is by using the stairs. And if you were there, you don't have a good excuse like Yuki and Sora. It's clear to everyone that Yoriko's the culprit. Don't you think so, sister?
Huh? But, Kanade, we just said that Ruko's a witness.
Sis, please just think for a moment. Yoriko doesn't have an alibi, and she has no reason to be in the bell tower if she's not related to the case.
I guess. When you put it that way, Ruko does sound pretty suspicious.
Hey now! Who are you calling suspicious?
Okay then, Yuko. Can you tell us why you were at the bell tower? You and Rara just told us that they were there because they got a message from Riri. Tell us why you were there, then we won't have a reason to doubt you.
I don't know.
What? Are you kidding me right now?
Yoriko's situation sounds kind of complicated. I thought she was the culprit at first too, but after I heard her testimony, I'm not so sure that's right.
Yoriko, calm down and tell us your side of the story.
As I expected, everyone looks suspicious of Yoriko. We need to discuss this some more to find out if she's really culprit or not. She doesn't have enough strength for the light jacket. I know that's related. Ugh. Shinji's account. Okay. What's Shinji's account anyway?
I went outside as soon as the Monocruise's door opened, so I could start my morning investigation before breakfast began. Then someone attacked me from behind, and I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was at the top of the bell tower next to Sora and Yuki.
Do you have any proof? For example, someone who saw you leave early.
What? No, nobody saw me.
No, that's wrong!
Actually, there was someone who saw Yoriko leave early this morning. Shinji, you said you saw her, right?
Oh, me? Well, yeah, I definitely saw Yoriko leaving early this morning.
You guys sure do get up early, don't you? What were you guys doing?
Hajime and I go jogging every morning, you know? I woke up early, so I was waiting for him in the hallway. Hajime was late because he had to use the bathroom. And I saw Yoriko leaving as soon as the Monocruise door opened up.
It's like I said, I'm not lying.
However, while we've proven that you left the ship early, can we really be certain that it was for the sake of investigation?
What?
Doesn't that just make you even more suspicious? The murder did happen this morning, after all, and the culprit who killed Mr. Kagurine definitely wasn't in the Monocruise this morning.
That's true, but...
So, does that mean Yoriko really is the culprit?
Wait a minute. Why is everyone accusing me when I haven't done anything? I told you. I don't know how or why I was there. I lost consciousness right after I left.
Assuming what Yoriko says is the truth, the culprit attacked her and moved her to the bell tower to pin the blame on her?
But then there's no explanation for how Yuri was pulled to the top.
Maybe the culprit was hiding somewhere at the top of the tower?
No. We looked around for a bit, but it's an exposed area with almost no furniture around. It would be very difficult for someone to hide themselves up there.
If Yoriko can't explain herself, we have no choice but to assume she's the culprit.
I cannot believe I'm saying this. Kanade? No!
Yeah.
Wait, that's not true. I'm not.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Thank you, Kokoro.
Yuko isn't lying.
At least someone's sensible.
Coco.
Listen to her voice. She's telling the truth.
I know you're a psychologist, Koro, but how can you be so sure?
The method you're using to deduce Yoriko's alleged culpability is far too short-sighted. Look at the bigger picture instead of focusing solely on her. Such as why Yuri was killed, perhaps.
Why was Yuri killed?
Speaking of which, didn't Yuri lock himself in his room after telling the girls to kill him?
He did.
It'd be awfully difficult to drag that guy out of his room.
Yeah.
Hardly. If he was serious, a girl would only need to knock, and Yuri would open his door.
Are you saying that the culprit is a girl? So, like, doesn't it all point to Ruko anyway?
I'm telling you, it's not me!
Wait, everyone. If the culprit were a man, wouldn't that make the crime that much more ingenious? The obvious answer would be that the culprit is a woman, but if it was a man...
And I think Yuri actually said something about it's all his fault,
they would
too.
be able to exclude themselves from the list of suspects for that reason.
But Yuri's the kind of guy who hates even being spoken to by another guy.
As
Not
long
the guy
as
strong
Yuri had
enough.
locked himself in his room, a man would have never been able to lure him out.
He left before. Oh, the party. Oh no! It's this stupid thing. Please tell me you at least fixed it. Oh! Wait, it's Mashing Game? It's not like or it's not Danganronpa 2? Flashman or Hitman's Gambit? Thank God! I can do this. I can actually do this. Cards will be short briefly to run out of time, so use these resets. Okay. Okay, that was easy.
I see.
I'm afraid that the ones are going to be hard, though.
The party last night. Yuri was at that party, wasn't he? Didn't he drink late into the night too?
Yep, he did.
Oh, yeah, he was there.
So then if someone attacked Yuri right after the party ended, it could have easily been a man.
Yes, that's true.
You're taking that into account now? Quick-witted bunch, aren't you?
Shut up, Shobai.
You're not even participating in the discussion.
I feel like that's going to become a meme at this point. Shut up, Shobai. 25 cents on the jar every
You
time
want
I
me
hear
to
him
help?
talk.
That'll be a million crows. I'll figure this all out for you then.
Shut up, you Scrooge.
If Sora's right, a man really could have attacked Yuri. But that's no reason to rule out a girl
Yeah,
as a culprit.
it's no reason to rule out a girl, but it
Of
means
course.
we can't just
She said
have
that the
the
culprit
girls.
could be a man. Not that they couldn't be a woman. For a man like Mr. Kagurine, the idea of him giving up his life to a woman that approached him during the festivities is all too plausible.
Yeah, but I'm curious about something. The party was last night, right? Yuri died this morning. If the culprit attacked Yuri after the party, wouldn't that mean the culprit was inside the Mono Cruise during nighttime? The Mono Cruise doors lock after 10 p.m.
Yeah. If the party was last night and the murder happened this morning, there's a huge gap of time missing between them.
So the question is, if a man really did attack Riri after the party, what was he doing until morning?
But didn't all the people who were drinking late into the night return to the monocruise before 10 p.m.?
No.
That's,
Oh.
I can't really remember.
Shinji.
Probably. I was the only sober one there. Although, Yuri was late. He told me he'd be stopping by the bathroom.
I get it. That was when somebody kidnapped Rin then.
No, that doesn't make sense, because the murder happened at the bell tower just after the morning announcement. The culprit would have been locked inside the monocruise. They wouldn't have had any time to prepare for the murder.
Wait a minute. You're assuming things again. There's no rule that says you have to stay inside the monocruise during nighttime.
What? But
State that the monocruise doors close at 10 p.m. and that sleeping outside the dorms is not allowed.
But they did say there's some
That's
monsters
all.
around the island. What about
If
that?
the culprit never boarded the monocruise, they would be free to wander the island after the door was locked. If they stayed up all night, they wouldn't be breaking any rules.
True, but what about the
Being outside
monsters?
the mono cruise at night isn't a rule violation? Is that true?
Yes, I've done it before.
Kokoro!
I wondered what would happen if I slept during the day and stayed out all night outside.
Oh, Kokoro. I mean,
And nothing
it's a
happened.
valid way.
The doors opened in the morning, and I was able to board the monocruise as usual.
But didn't Monocro say that monsters would be wandering
Yeah!
around at night? You still could have been injured, Coco.
I was fine. I stayed on the main roads and never ran into any sort of monster. Although I do wonder if something may be hidden in the forest.
If Kokoro is telling the truth, it's possible that Yuri never re-entered the monocruise last night. According to Yoriko, he did return, just much later than everyone else. But isn't it possible that he was attacked and then placed in the bell tower until this morning?
According to that theory, the culprit is one of the people who were drinking late into the night. What do you think, Yoriko? You're one of the people who stayed behind, aren't you?
Well, that's true. But it wasn't me. I got back to the Monocruise with everyone else.
About that. None of us were exactly sober, so we don't really remember that. Sorry, Yuko.
What?
They were all drunk as skunks.
I never thought I'd hear those words out of Emma's mouth, yet here we are.
Indeed, and none of them can recall a thing. Speaking of which, I don't recall seeing any alcohol during the preparations for the party.
Oh, you're right.
And yet, there was alcohol abound in the beverages by the time the party started.
Huh.
I believe this is no mere coincidence.
So they were planning to do this.
That the culprit put alcohol in the drinks in order to get everyone drunk.
Oh, so they were planning to do this from the beginning.
Isn't it possible that someone impulsively committed a murder because they were under the influence at the time?
No. You can tell by looking at the crime scene that someone put a great deal of thought into this murder. It doesn't fit an intoxicated cover-up.
If the culprit brought the alcohol, doesn't that mean they helped organize the party?
Who are the ones organizing the party?
You, Ra-Ra, Mac, Yuko, Mikado, and myself. Just the 6 of us.
Yoriko is nothing but suspicious.
I'm about to throw a pillow in Kanade's face.
So the culprit's someone that helped with the party and stayed out last night, and they would have to be sober. That's what you're saying?
But it's not
Hey,
Rara.
wait a second. The only person who wasn't drinking last night was Yoriko. She said she'd be chaperoning Dry, since we had to get back by 10 p.m.
No, I mean, that's true, but...
That's...
The evidence all lines up.
Wow, they're really going off the mark.
Yoriko, can you explain what happened in more detail? We just want to believe you.
You're not listening to me.
Are we really doing this now?
Aren't you taking this a little too far? Look, I'm innocent. To be accused as the culprit because of a series of coincidences, I can still defend myself, you know? Listen to me before you start talking.
Oh no, it's this. Okay, rebuttal shutdown. Oh, we have to press S this time. Oh, this is going to be fun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Okay, good. There's only one.
I know I have to accede to your unjust accusation. But if I'm really the culprit, do you really think that I'd go about it this way? Like you said, Yuri would have done anything for a woman, even die for her. There's no reason for me to wait until the party to kill him in such a complicated manner.
Oh no! Okay, I still advanced. Good.
The culprit may have waited until the party because of their plan involving the alcohol. Like we said before, they used it to dull everyone's memories so they could easily get away with their plan. The fact that Yuri attended the party in itself could indicate that he was working with the culprit.
So you're just saying that I would do something as stupid as intentionally going to the party? If I was the culprit, I wouldn't go about it that way. If you weren't as powerful, you wouldn't be suspecting me. Is that how it is? Just because of that, you're protecting me. It's completely unfair.
I know where to hit. I know where to hit. Okay.
I know I have to accede to your unjust accusation. But if I'm really the culprit, do you really think that I'd go about it this way? Like you said, Yuri would have done anything for a woman, even die for her. There's no reason for me to wait until the party to kill him in such a complicated manner.
Finally.
The culprit may have waited until the party because of their plan involving the alcohol. Like we said before, they used it to dull everyone's memories
Wait,
so they
what?
could easily get away with their plan. The fact that Yuri attended the party in itself could indicate that he was working with the culprit.
So you're just saying that I would do something as stupid as
Oh,
party?
fuck. I don't know how to do
I
this.
wouldn't go about it that way.
No, I don't want to turn on sticky keys.
If you two weren't at the tower with me, you wouldn't be suspecting me. Is that how it is? Just because of that, you're just...
I'll
There we go.
Those words.
Stupid sticky keys.
It's not just that, Yoriko. Shobai told me that he saw you going to the bell tower this morning.
What?
He also said you were holding a long rope in your hand.
A rope? The same rope that Rinrin was tied up with?
Shobai, you were telling the truth, right?
Huh? I was. At the time, I didn't know that woman would be so important to the case. I was wondering what she was planning to do with something like that. Now that I think about it, that was a really important piece of evidence.
Oh, you better not.
Wait, he's lying! Shobai isn't telling the truth. I really was attacked by someone as soon as I left the Mono Cruise. He's trying to slander me. He's the culprit.
Even if you say that,
Yeah, all the evidence is stacked against you.
it's almost undeniable. Or maybe you're just an idiot, Yoriko.
What? Why are you all accusing me? Why me?
Mr.
Kamae, that
Hashimoto's
character?
testimony is the most damning
Which
thing
one,
here.
Kaide? Also, hi.
How do you plan to defend yourself against that?
Yuko, are you really the culprit?
Wait, Shobai really is.
Thank you, Kokoro, for being the voice of reason.
What?
The one who said they aren't lying. Oh, Shobai. Hi. I feel like he's more of a a mix between Fuyuhiko, Byakuya, and Nagito at this point.
That's... Yoriko left right after the morning announcement, so wouldn't that be around 7 a.m.?
I was on the second floor of the library at the time, and I saw Shobai climbing the stairs from the second to the third floor.
Ah, okay. Yep, he lied.
Shobai, even if you did see Yoriko leave, unless you knew her destination beforehand, you'd have trouble figuring out she was headed for the bell tower.
And didn't you say you saw Yoroku holding a rope?
Shobai, were you lying to me?
Oh, he's screwed.
So you got me out.
He's screwed.
Sorry about that, but I wanted to test you all.
No, you didn't. You're just an
Test
idiot.
us? Like I said, if you clear the class trial for me, I'm good. I was testing whether you could really do it without my interference.
What? You gotta be joking!
I
Just
know
a
who we're
little bit
kicking,
of
whose butt we're
perjury,
kicking
really.
next, Kaide.
I didn't think the psychologist would realize. Well, whatever. I'm counting this as a win.
Asshole!
God, I had enough of people testing when they... Are you okay? Please be careful.
Settle down, Mr. Kasai. Violence is against the school rules.
Calm down, Shin. You can beat him up after we get out of here.
That proves my innocence, right? Shobai's the one who lied. He's even more suspicious than I am.
I don't know. His testimony.
Kanade,
might be
I'm
false,
about to throw
but
hell
you're
at
still the
you.
most likely suspect.
But...
It's
We're
working late,
being
so I can
cruel
complain
to
after streaming the
Yoriko,
end.
aren't we?
Okay, yeah, let
We
me
should
know.
talk about
I'm
this
willing to
some more.
listen.
No, Ruko's definitely the killer.
I don't want to suspect my friends.
Shinji, I
believe
love
everyone
you,
instead.
but no.
Well, this is rather complicated, isn't it? We seem to be split right down the middle.
If that's the case,
Scrub debate?
let's decide
Scrub
with
debate?
a proper Please remain calm as your seats are rearranged.
I'm sorry, Scrum Debate was my favorite game in V3, so I'm ready to have him again. Yes! I think I know how this one plays, because I don't think this one's going to be any different, but... Oh, that's cool. They're either Team Solar or Team Luna. That's kind of cool. That just makes it sound like Pokemon. Shush it. I will fight you in the parking lot in 3 minutes. Okay, so it'll be whatever. Oh no, how bad are the buttons going to be? So flashy. I love how they say that. So flashy. Okay, that's kind of cool though. Oh, this music! Yes, it's been so long! Can't you tell this was my favorite game?
Yuriko is the only one that—
This one's mine! We still need to figure out if the party is even relevant to the case.
Knowing Yuri,
Emma!
We've already established that the murder could have been committed by either a man or a woman.
Ruko's the only one.
Yuriko!
Kokoro and Shobai don't even have alibis. Why are you accusing me?
But Yuriko.
Kokoro!
False. Yuriko was not the only one who handled the food at the party.
She could have taken advantage of the fact that we were drunk.
Shinji!
Yuriko wasn't the only one who wasn't drunk. So shouldn't we suspect the others too?
Yuriko is our only suspect.
Setsuka, we haven't even talked about the possibility of another suspect besides Yuko.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh. Those keys are going to confuse me so bad. I miss Grunt Debate. Hello, my old friend. Unlike Heyman's Gambit, Danganronpa 2, so. Yes, I will still beg on that. I'm sorry. That was the stupidest Hangman Gambit ever, and I love Danganronpa. Anyway.
It seems that a conclusion has continued to evade us.
At any rate, it's wrong to conclude that Yuriko's the killer when there's still so many unanswered questions.
Man, their arguments sound so brainless.
We
It
need
is
to discuss
first
this
round,
some
so I'm not
more.
even surprised. It might be more because of tutorial.
Sora.
Okay. I don't want to doubt my friends any longer either. Let's drop the subject of the culprit and discuss some other things first.
Wait, so we're back to square one?
Yes, genius, we are.
Good thinking. Unlike a regular trial, a single misstep will result in tragedy. And we need to keep discussing this until we reach a decisive conclusion.
I mean, Kokoro, don't you know who the culprit is? Can't you just tell us so we can call it a day?
You all currently believe Yuriko is the culprit. Would you even be able to accept it if I named someone else?
So you don't believe Miss Kabuya is the culprit?
Alright, so instead of who they are, let's talk about how the culprit did it.
How they did it?
We're not sure whether the culprit attacked Riri this morning or after the party. Did you forget what the culprit did before they killed Riri?
Would it be the heart with rope? Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, yep.
Are you talking about the hook that was embedded in Yuri's calf?
Yeah, you said it was already embedded when you first saw him, right? Even if Riri was drunk, he wouldn't have just stayed still while the culprit stuck that thing into his leg. They would have had to restrain him by any means possible.
So you're saying we should discuss how the culprit went about doing that?
Oh no, now we're going to have to switch. Oh no. Oh, I know which answer it is though already.
We might have all been plastered, but Riri wouldn't have just stayed still while someone stuck a hook into him.
Maybe they stunned him by hitting him with a blunt weapon?
No, that's wrong!
Okay, that one was actually still easy despite giving us 3 bullets now. I'm pretty sure this is just more first trial, so they're doing all the basic stuff still.
I have evidence that the culprit didn't use such a straightforward method, Hibiki. We found traces of an anesthetic solution on the floor of the bell tower.
Anesthetic solution?
Kanade told me that it's similar to the kind used in the operating room during major surgeries.
Yes, you can get some from the infirmary.
Its presence at the bell tower leaves no doubt that the culprit used the anesthetic to subdue Mr. Kagurine.
Wait, do you think that's the same thing the culprit used when they attacked me?
Maybe, but that's besides the point, Yotoko.
Kanade!
Fine.
And there's one more thing I know about the anesthetic.
What was it again? What the heck? Which one would it be then? Heck is... No, I was good at that one, now I'm not good again. Fuck. No, Why is this one actually hard? No, computer! Yeah, I know, give me my last influence so I can restart this round.
Crap.
I was trying to get the Kanade's account. Okay, it was Kanade's account. Fuck
Kanade went to the infirmary after finding the anesthetic, and she discovered that a single syringe had disappeared.
A syringe?
Yes. You can use that particular syringe to conveniently calculate the sedation time using the scale on the barrel.
That's great and all, but how do you know all this?
I watch a lot of medical dramas. Is there a problem?
I'm not saying there's a problem.
No one found a syringe or anything like that while investigating, right? That means...
The culprit still has the syringe with them.
Should we frisk everyone here?
I doubt they'd be idiotic enough to have it on their person. But we can be sure that they hid it somewhere.
If they used a syringe with the anesthetic solution, they could subdue Yuri even if he wasn't drunk.
The thing is, I don't think he was drunk.
There's one thing that's really bothering me. When Sora and I last saw Yuri, he seemed convinced a woman was trying to take his life. Saying things like, not everyone gets to be killed by a cute classmate, and being born a man and achieving my dream.
He said that as he was about to die? Eek!
So if he said that, does that make the culprit a woman after all?
The thing that's bothering me is that Yuri told all of us that he would cooperate with the female culprit. But they restrained him and waited until he was drunk. If the culprit was a female, that wouldn't be necessary.
Oh.
That's what I've been saying since the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. It'd just create more evidence, right?
Let's review. Assuming the culprit is male, he would only be able to target Yuri after yesterday's party. We still have no idea what happened before nighttime, though. Assuming the culprit is female, she would be able to get to Yuri at any time inside the monocruise. However, she wouldn't have had enough time to prepare for the crime in the morning. Like the other scenario, we still have no idea what happened before nighttime.
About what happened before nighttime. Doesn't it seem possible that the culprit's preparations took place during that time?
What?
Like Kokoro said, anyone can stay outside the Monocruise at night using the loophole in the... We can't explain how the culprit prepared for their crime during the short time frame in the morning, so we can just assume by default that it took place at night.
That's almost 9 hours. Would it really take them that long to prepare for the murder?
I'm not sure. They just need to prepare the hooks, the rope, the anesthetic, the wires, and... That's all, I think.
Wait. None of you can possibly think that the culprit simply dragged Yuri up with just a rope, do you?
Huh?
I did think something was amiss when you began accusing Yotoko. You've been mistaken from the beginning.
What are you talking about?
The culprit didn't just drop Yuri to his death after dragging him up from the bell tower.
Then, what else did they do?
Oh, I see. It was so obvious that I almost missed it. In hindsight,
Dude,
it's
am I going to
clear.
have to kick her butt?
Think. Yuri was short, but it's physically impossible for anyone to drag him hundreds of feet out to the bell tower. I doubt even Shinji could do it.
Really? If you used a lever of sorts, it might be possible.
Yes, it's possible. However, we were wrong in our initial assumption that the culprit was the one who pulled Yuri up.
Our initial assumption was wrong?
So what? What's the problem?
Allow me to remedy this situation.
Are we going to have to do
Hanari's
this to you too?
explanation is correct. Think, Sora. You've seen the evidence too.
Okay, what is it this time?
I can remind you if you don't remember.
Oh, is it memory dive? Is it a memory dive? Logic refresh. Yeah, it's a memory drive. Memory dive, whatever it is. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is completely new, but it's pretty much like, you know.
Yuri was dragged to the top of the tower at a great speed.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's really quick.
Impossible feat for a regular person to accomplish.
No!
How was the culprit able to achieve this? The speed in which Yuri was dragged up indicates something was pulling him down from the other side, don't you think? And you didn't find anyone on the top of the bell tower, so therefore, you can figure this out for yourself, can't you?
I got one. Wow, that's not even going helpful.
Yuri was dragged to the top of the tower at a great speed. This is an impossible feat for a regular person to accomplish. How was the culprit able to achieve this? The speed in which Yuri was dragged up indicates something was pulling him down from the other side, don't you think? And you didn't find anyone on the top of the bell tower. So
Oh,
therefore,
fuck.
you can figure this out for yourself, can't you?
Finally. Oh, come on!
Shoot!
This minigame's going to really get my ass. I swear.
Yuri was dragged to the top of the tower at a great speed. This is an impossible feat for a regular person to accomplish. How was the culprit able to achieve this? The speed in which Yuri was dragged up indicates something was pulling him down from the other side, don't you think? And you didn't find anyone on the top of the bell tower, so therefore, you can figure this out for yourself, can't you?
Alright, so it's gotta be...
I agree with that.
Okay, there we go. Wow, that game's actually going to kick my ass, I swear.
possible that Yuri wasn't dragged up by the culprit. It's more logical to think that he was pulled up in reaction to something else.
What are you talking about?
There was a hook stuck in Yuri's calf, which was attached to a long rope. We thought that someone pulled Yuri up by that rope, but if you think about it, it's physically impossible for someone to do that on their own.
Huh? Are you sure?
Furthermore, I discovered something with Setsuka earlier.
Oh, you're talking about the life jacket, aren't you?
Yep.
Yes, someone had left it hidden outside of the bell tower. We found the same kind of hook that was stuck in Yuri's calf embedded into the life jacket. And that hook was attached to a rope. However, the end was cut off.
So, what does that mean?
Oh! So in other words, Yuri was connected to the life jacket by the hooked end of the rope. If the culprit jumped down from the bell tower while wearing the life jacket, Yuri would be pulled by the other end. For every action, there's an equal and opposite
I never thought I'd hear
reaction.
that again.
Exactly.
Thanks, school.
That's what the culprit did. Wait, I don't get it. So why was Ruko at the top of the bell tower?
Well, according to Yoriko, she was attacked and found herself unconscious.
Again,
and
they were
then
trying to
awoke at
blame
the top of
her,
the bell
idiot.
tower. When Yuki and I met Yuri on the first floor, the culprit must have been waiting for us at the top of the bell tower, along with the unconscious Yoriko, of course.
That explains why Miss Kaguya was the only one there when Miss Sora and Mr. Maeda arrived. She was a red herring. The real culprit couldn't have been there.
There we go. Thank you, guys.
After all, they were already outside the bell tower when Mr. Kagurine was pulled up.
It makes sense in theory, but I don't think he'd be able to be pulled up so easily.
Why not?
There's tons of other factors involved, like friction and whatnot.
Sora, do you remember the bell ringing as Yuri was being pulled up?
Yes, and now I think I know why. Got it! The culprit threaded the rope through the hanging bell and used it as a fulcrum. I can't draw that well, but I'll draw you a picture to illustrate. Iroha, may I borrow your sketchbook?
Aww. Her drawings, though. It's a Rukia. She pulled a Rukia.
This is how the culprit did it.
This weather change can stop any time now. It's not fun. Alright.
As you all know, the hole in the top of the bell is very small. Small enough that the hook can't pass through it. I suspect that the culprit attached the hooks after first threading the rope through the hole.
That's really high up. How is that even possible? Well, I get it, but Sora, your drawings could use some improvement.
I told you it's a Rukia.
Wait, how did the culprit adjust the length of the rope? It sounds simple in theory, but they could have easily fallen to their death if they'd miscalculated.
I believe they practiced it beforehand. If you look at the marks on the bell, they don't look shallow enough to have been made by a single attempt.
Are you proposing that the culprit practiced this act many times before committing the actual crime?
Yes. The hooks that were connected to Yuri couldn't have passed through the hole in the bell, so the culprit wouldn't fall. The marks on the bell are probably from the friction caused by the rope, and also from the metal hooks scraping against the bell. After the culprit used the correct rope length to reach the surface, they could cut the end of the rope attached to the life jacket, and Yuri would fall to the ground due to the shifting weight and balance. This is the truth of the crime scene that Yuki and I witnessed.
Wait a moment. Even if the culprit accounted for the length of the rope, the bell tower is far too tall. If they fell while hanging from just a life jacket with a hook, the force from the landing would dislocate their shoulders.
What was it again? Oh, So it would be the wires?
Got it.
Okay, what's the wires? Okay.
Earlier, Emma was wondering why the culprit would go through all the trouble of setting up those wires. The answer to Kanade's question is probably the broken wires.
The broken wires?
Yuri was cut by the wires as he was dragged up at a high speed. The resulting friction in the process may have had the effect of cushioning the impact.
Now I get it. The wires weren't meant to kill Yuri, but rather to lessen the impact of the fall. This explains why the culprit went through the tedious work of setting up those wires.
Without a doubt. There's something bothering me. If the wires were sharp enough to slice through flesh, why didn't they cut the rope? If it really was that sharp, it should have cut the rope attached to Yuri too.
That rope was made from special materials. It's a tough one from the mart that won't break unless you carefully cut through its padding. I thought it was cool, so I took note of it. I didn't expect it to be used in a murder, though.
So, Ruko's not the culprit?
That's what I've been telling you from the start. I'm a victim here too.
That's too bad.
Kanade, I'm going to throw a pill in your face after this trial. I hope to let you know.
What? What do you mean that's too bad?
Now we have to suspect everyone besides you as the culprit. How are we supposed to narrow it down to the culprit now?
I see. So we're back at the start?
Not really. We did learn something from the previous discussion. The culprit should have been outside the monocruise during nighttime after they kidnapped Yuri.
Huh? How do you know that?
Think about it. If the culprit was able to do test runs to adjust the rope's length exactly as they needed, then they must have had enough time to do so. Being outside during nighttime with no one else but Yuri gives the culprit plenty of time to run trials without anyone finding out.
Good point. Someone surely would have noticed the culprit if he was doing trial runs during daytime.
Furthermore, there was a prevailing misconception that no one could exit the monocruise during nighttime. I'm sure the culprit thought there would be a good time to test their plan.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we still held that belief until now when people like Kokoro already knew that wasn't the case.
Well, I just stayed up all night once.
Based on the previous discussion, we can infer that the culprit is a man. As we already know, a woman would have no reason to use such difficult methods.
It's true that Mr. Kagurine's death would be automatically attributed to a woman due to his previous outburst. So, should a man have committed the crime, the very act of murder itself would become his alibi. A rather clever ploy, I must admit.
So now that we know that, we can just narrow it down from all the guys here, right?
In that case, we already know the culprit. It's either Mikado
Shinji,
or
I love
Shobai.
you. You are an idiot.
Shobai doesn't have an alibi, and Mikado's the mastermind.
Please do not forget my sincere wish for a class trial free of prejudice. It should be unquestionably clear that I am giving it my all to unveil the truth.
I'm like someone, but I'm still pretty sure he... Okay. I was going to try and vouch for him, but, okay.
Huh? Shobai, were you asleep this whole time?
Huh. Still not over.
Can we just eat him?
Must be crazy. Our lives are at stake right now, and you just dozed off?
Hey, you've got all you need. I know the whole story, but you guys don't need my help to figure it out. I haven't been getting a
Thank you
lot
for
of
the work,
sleep
Tie-Day. Have fun.
Wake me up when it's over.
Oh wait, I still don't have things set up. I forgot to do that. I'll have to remember to do that after stream. I meant to do it today, and then the internet decided to go down for 5 hours.
Anyways. Shobai or Mikado being the culprit seems unlikely, big bro. The culprit must have stayed late at the party last night to kidnap Yuri, but neither Mikado or Shobai were included in that group.
But you know, can't Mikado use magic? You've seen him flying around like nothing. Kidnapping Yuri with those abilities would be a piece of cake!
Nox's second law. All supernatural and preternatural agencies are ruled out as a matter of course.
What the heck is that?
An absolute code of logic in detective fiction that cannot be violated. It forbids supernatural or unrealistic phenomena from interfering with
I don't
murders.
think that's how it goes.
Oh, I know that! Isn't it from Umineko when they cry?
I'm done.
I give you my most sincere, emphatic vow that I do not use my magic for matters relating to murder cases.
I'm not sure I get it, but how can you be so sure? Do you really think we'd ever believe the word of the mastermind?
It seems I am left with little choice. Monokuma, I humbly request that you add a new rule. Mikado Sanoji cannot use magic
that's
for
how
any
that rule
purpose
got
relating
added.
to
I
a
saw
murder case.
that one that got added at some point, so I was wondering if he did something or if he asked.
Are you sure about that rule?
Absolutely. I've already resolved to seal my magic, and its very existence seems to be a hindrance to the natural progression of this. I wish to use this opportunity to clarify my position within this killing game.
Very well. The regulations will be updated once the trial is over. Mikado Sanoji cannot use magic for any purpose relating to a murder case.
But anything else is fine. Okay, got it.
As a reminder, the penalty will be execution should you fail to comply.
Oh, okay, wow.
I understand completely. You have my deepest gratitude.
Oh, wow, okay.
So, Mikado can't be the culprit.
Noxus laws are legit in detect vision, not that they're always upheld. LMAO, I mean, we already had twins. I'm really bad. I was like, you should tell that to your detective Pokemon OC. Hint, hint.
Why
Also,
are you
hi,
trying to
Akuma.
make
I
this
had a feeling you've been
problem harder
lurking.
than it is? The answer is already out. There's a suspicious individual who satisfies every condition.
Huh?
You spoke about the conditions to be the culprit beforehand.
Hi, yes, I've been lurking. No worries.
You referred to as
I
an
do, yeah.
insect.
I'm like, I enjoy you lurking, and I need to actually talk to you again. I've just been bad. I'm like, I don't want to bother you during school.
The conditions that we brought up were...
The culprit was among those who stayed late at yesterday's party. The culprit was also part of the group that prepared the party.
Additionally, we figured out that the culprit is a man while discussing the Life Fest and the murder rehearsals.
We already know who it is. Oh, wait. I didn't pass him. Okay.
It can only be you. Was it you? Hajime Makunochi.
Okay, halfway point. I'm happy they actually kept the suspended things. Does it let me... Oh yeah, I can save from here. I forgot. So I'm actually going to save now. Alright. I don't have any new skills. Yeah, you don't get new skills during the in the trial. So we can resume now. Aw, we don't have any fun mid things like they used to, though. I mean, it makes sense, but...
Was it you, Hajime?
What?
Wait a minute, Sora! Do you think Hajime's the culprit?
There's nobody aside from Hajime that meets all the conditions to be the culprit.
Let's get ready to die! Come on!
He helped prepare the party and stayed late to drink with Yuri.
We'll probably have a few more mini games before
He's
we
the only one who was in
can
both
finish.
groups,
So
and
if it's
the
like
man as
usual.
well.
Precisely. I have been suspecting Hajime since the beginning.
How'd you know right off the bat?
You will remember my question at the start of the investigation. I asked, how do you feel about this murder?
Ah, yes. But how is that relevant?
I can figure out whether a person is lying or not just by hearing them talk.
Oh yeah, she can.
What?
I think they said that.
So you knew Hajime was the culprit just from that one question?
Miss Mitsume, that sounds like an even more magical ability than my own spells.
I cannot be completely sure of my deduction, naturally. But were I to narrow down my suspects, however, I can figure out the answer by simply comparing the evidence to each suspect. From that, my deduction is that the culprit is Hajime Makunochi.
Then Yuri's murderer, the person that attacked me, it was all him?
Hey, hold on a damn second. Why am I the culprit all of a sudden? Don't you remember? I may fit the bill, but that doesn't change the fact that I was drunk. The only person who wasn't drunk was Yoruko. Don't tell me you all forgot about that.
Yeah, that's true, but...
Yoruko was the only sober person at the party, and even she agrees I was drunk. How could I possibly have killed Yuri? You all said the culprit made serious preparations. Stop. Are you guys really accusing me as the culprit? Just because I fit your little conditions? Because if you are, I'm about to get really mad.
More than likely it's going to be the Dobler Bowson.
The culprit couldn't have planned out their crimes while drunk. So they must have been someone who didn't consume alcohol.
I'll wait, but I'm pretty sure I know which one it is.
There's no way Hajime's the culprit.
Shinji, please make judgments based on logic, not your friendship. There's plenty of reasons why Hajime is suspicious.
Oh yeah, now you change your tune, you
No
little...
matter how suspicious I am, I couldn't have done anything while I was drunk. Ask Yotoko and check yourself.
What Hajime just said is true. Including Hajime, everyone who stayed to enjoy the party last night were completely drunk.
No, that's wrong!
Okay, that was the right one. I'm ready for Kanade to be off eventually. At this point, I kind of am too. No, I hate to say.
Everyone was completely drunk last night? I'm not so sure about that.
What are you saying?
I found these liquor bottles in the guest house, and some of them were filled with water.
Water?
At first, I thought it was mixed in during the whole mess of alcohol being brought to the party. But now that I think about it, it's possible that the culprit was just pretending to be drunk and drank water instead.
That face.
I don't remember much because of my foggy memory. But are you saying that someone was just acting as if they were drunk?
If Hajime was acting drunk during the party, he knew we would cross him off the suspect list. There's more to it than just that.
Considering he's not responding. I think it is. What would it be? I actually did not know this one. No, that's not it. Okay, that's what I thought. We're doing... It's always these sections I always have problems with, like, even in the actual Danganronpa games. No. Hi, welcome to Figuring Out with Cherry. You're going to be here for at least half an hour while I'm killing myself. Nice knowing y'all. What would it be? Would it be this? No. That's what I thought. I heard something that...
Got it.
Oh, it's your Oracle's account. Fuck.
Do you remember what you told me earlier? You said Yuri left to go to the washroom before you all went back to the monocruise.
Yes, I did.
Didn't you also say that someone else left with Yuri at that time? You said you couldn't remember who that someone was. but do you think that person could have been Hajime?
Huh? Give me a second to think. Well,
Wait, I think I remember. That person told us to go ahead while he took Riri to the washroom. They told us they'd follow us back right after. They had blonde hair and bulky muscles. It was Mac!
Oh no.
Yes, I believe it was. I wasn't paying much attention back then because I was
Yeah.
under the influence. The thought that a murder would occur had hardly crossed my mind that night.
you both remember? Jeez, why can't I remember?
Even the drunk people remember what happened. Why couldn't you, Yoriko?
Kanade?
Because your brain has more air bubbles than last night's booze.
I can't take note of everything while I'm completely absorbed in taking care of drunk people. Why are you being so harsh with me?
Because your bad memory frustrates me.
And you're frustrating us, so,
Had you remembered, we could have pinned down the culprit much faster than we did.
I'm just going to let her
But
comments
thanks to the
pass.
testimonies from the others, I think we've got the culprit set in stone. Yuri must have been completely drunk. He couldn't even walk on his own. In fact, wouldn't he merely be out cold, considering the fact that he didn't refuse help from a man like Hajime?
So Hajime lied about Yuri going to the washroom and left off with him, then never came back to the Mono Cruise.
Considering Hajime as the culprit allows everything we've talked about so far to make perfect sense. Hajime, did you really murder Yuri?
I'll extinguish ya!
Of course he's going to be the one we're going to face for full-time battle.
Sora, please!
Oh no, we're doing another rebuttal showdown.
Hajime has an alibi, please! I know fighting with words isn't my thing, but I'll have to do it to
I'm
fight
going to
you,
hate
Sora.
this.
I have to do it. Hajime and I go jogging every morning. That's our routine right after waking up. As always, I was waiting for him this morning. Like I said, while I was waiting, I saw Yuroki leaving the Mono Cruise. Hajime did arrive a little bit later than usual, but committing murder in that small gap is impossible. He's a cool guy. When a man's gotta go, he's gotta go. You can't blame him for that.
That one? Oh, okay, nope, it's the next one. Alright.
Shinji, don't you think the fact that he arrived late itself rouses suspicion? Hajime is pretty strict about time as far as I know. Even if what you said is true, something about his actions are strange.
I don't know what the answer's going to be, though.
Certainly strange. But when the discovery announcement was made, Hajime was with us at the dining hall. Hajime committed the murder at the bell tower. He wouldn't have returned in time to meet with us in the dining hall.
Oh, okay. Hi, welcome to I Can't Even Do Things.
Hajime and I go jogging every morning. That's our routine right after. As always, I was waiting for him this morning. Like I said, while I was waiting, I saw Yuroki leaving the Mono Cruise. Hajime did arrive a little bit later than usual, but committing murder in that small gap is impossible.
Oh! Not this again! Oh, no. Why? I thought we fixed everything! I guess we are going to start saving after each minigame now. No! Okay. Okay. Well, fuck. We're just going to skip through really quick, okay? Now I know.
Was it?
What?
Wait a minute, Sora!
There's no. He helped. He's the only.
Precisely. He will
I'll have to remember to fix that for next time.
What?
Miss me?
I can.
Then,
Hey! Don't you? The only.
yeah.
Yoriko was the only. How could you all? Are you guys? Because if you are,
We're gonna have to go through this again.
The culprit couldn't have planned out their crimes while drunk. So they must have been someone who did.
Shinji, there's plenty of reasons.
No matter how suspicious, ask Yotoko and check yourself.
What Hajime just said, including Hajime, everyone who stayed to enjoy the party last. No, that's wrong!
Alright. Remind me to actually save after every minigame now, please. It's a good thing they actually gave you that option.
Everyone was.
What do you?
I found these
Water?
at first, but no.
Wait a minute, but are you?
If Hajime, there's.
I am sorry, we gotta run through this again.
Got it. Yoko, do you remember what you said?
Yes, I...
Didn't you all... You said...
Huh? Well...
Wait, they told us they had.
Yes, the thought that...
You both... Even the... Because your brain... Why are you...
Because you're... How do you... But thanks, Harry must have... In fact...
So hot.
Consider... Hajime.
I'll extinguish ya! Wait! Hajime has... I know fighting with... But I'll have to do...
I wish they gave us the ability to save before this. Ah!
Hajime and I go jogging every morning. That's our routine right after waking up. As always, I was waiting for him this morning.
Oh no! Fuck!
Like I said, while I was waiting, I saw Yoroki leaving the Monokuma. Hajime did arrive a little bit later than usual, but committing murder in that small gap is impossible. He's a cool guy, and when a man's gotta go, he's gotta go. You can't blame him for that.
Shinji, don't you think the fact that he arrived late itself rouses suspicion? Hajime is pretty strict about time as far as I know.
Alright.
Even if what you said is true, something about his actions are strange.
Yes, it's certainly strange. But when the discovery announcement was made, Hajime was with us at the dining hall. If Hajime committed the murder at the bell tower, he wouldn't have returned in time to meet with us in the dining hall.
Okay, I know where it goes.
Hajime and I go jogging every morning. That's our routine right after waking up. As always, I was waiting for him this morning. Like I said, while I was waiting, I saw Yoroki leaving the Monokuma. Hajime did arrive a little bit later than usual, but committing murder in that small gap is impossible. He's a cool guy. When a man's gotta go, he's gotta go. You can't blame him for that.
Okay.
Shinji, don't you think the fact that he arrived late itself rouses suspicion? Hajime is pretty strict about time as far as I know. Even if what you said is true, something about his actions are strange.
Okay.
Yes, it's certainly strange. But when the discovery announcement was made, Hajime was with us at the dining hall. If Hajime committed the murder at the bell tower, he wouldn't have returned in time to meet.
Okay, finally! Fuck you. I love you, Shinji, but fuck you. Now that we know that's the thing, I need to fix that file before we do this again.
Sorry, Shinji. Hajime actually could have easily made... The body discovery announcement was made sometime after Yuri's death.
What?
Of course. The announcement is only made when 3 or more people discover the body. There was no announcement when Sora and I saw Yuri's corpse. Monoko announced the discovery only after we ran to the top and met Yoriko, and she also saw the body.
So, did it go something like this? From Yuri's death to the body discovery announcement? The culprit had extra time to move around while Sora and Yuki climbed up the stairs.
As everyone who used the stairs during the investigation knows, it takes at least 5 minutes to get to the top. Of course, the culprit was able to quickly get down safely by jumping off the tower using his fulcrum mechanism. This is a small island. If you run fast enough from the bell tower to the Monocruise, wouldn't it be possible to meet with everyone else at the dining hall before the announcement?
Then...
Wait, but didn't Shinji say he went jogging with Hajime? Yuri died at 7:30 a.m. If they went jogging together right after the morning announcement, how did Hajime kill Yuri?
Shinji and I briefly parted ways while jogging.
But that was just to get your crow card that you left at the guest house, right? And even that didn't take more than 10 minutes! Executing this whole murder plan in such a short time isn't possible.
There's one thing that keeps bothering me. Do we agree that the culprit attacked Yuko right after the door opened, and then they carried her to the top of the tower? If so, they attacked Yuko and moved her to the bell tower at 7 o'clock on the dime, returned to the Monocruise and met with Shin, started jogging, parted with him, and went to the top of the tower again, checked that you and Rara were there, and murdered Riri by jumping off, dealt with the rope and the life vest, and then came back to the Monocruise. All within such a short period of time?
Shinji, at what time did you meet with Hajime this morning?
Well, it was around 7:15 a.m.
Even if we say the culprit ambushed Yoriko at 7 a.m., 5 minutes to run to the tower, 5 minutes to rush up the stairs, 5 minutes to rush back down, 5 minutes back to the cruise, there just wouldn't be enough time, even if Hajime buffed up his strength somehow.
Oh, there'd be enough time, all right. All you have to do was remove a step, and all the pieces fit perfectly into place. Remove a step? Were the stairs the only way down? No. He could have slid down the rope, as if he were riding an elevator. Didn't he already adjust their rope length for that?
Ah, that makes sense.
But wasn't the rope that connected to the life vest also connected to Yuri's body? Yuri died at 7:30 a.m., but if he rode the rope at that time, he would have killed Yuri after jumping. That's still a problem.
He just had to get rid of the rope's connection with Yuri. Hajime could have simply yanked out the hook from Yuri's calf while he was carrying Yoriko to the top. Ew. Not a lot of people wander outside in the morning. And Hajime would be the first person to enter the bell tower. Wouldn't everything be solved if we assume that he put it back into Yuri's leg?
Which he must. Oh, that's why he has 2 wounds.
Got it. The mysterious stab wound on Yuri's right calf. Kanade's hypothesis would explain how that wound was created in the first place. Initially, the hook was in Yuri's right calf, but in order to save time after moving Yoriko to the top, the culprit used it as a mode of transportation.
In other words, the culprit took out the hook from his right calf to move down, then hooked it back into Riri's left calf when he returned?
After meeting with Shinji, the only thing left for him was to take his plan into action. So when he saw Yuki and Sora making their way to the top of the bell tower, he jumped down to kill Yuri.
Wait, Rara. You said a while ago that the culprit used wires to slow the falling and cushion the impact. But if he used the rope before the murder like you just said, doesn't that mean there was nothing to cushion the impact?
Ah, that's true. The wires cutting Yuri's body would break the fall when the culprit killed him. But if he jumped with nothing but a small hook on the other side, there wouldn't be anything to slow him down.
Isn't this a bit problematic? I remember Miss Little Sis saying anyone who fell from that height would get their shoulders crushed.
No, it's not a problem this time. I know this sounds like I'm contradicting my own words, but unlike back then, we know for sure who the culprit is.
The culprit?
Earlier, I said anyone would end up with a shoulder injury because I didn't know who the culprit was. But Hashime's the ultimate boxer. Wouldn't he be able to withstand some degree of impact with his great physique? After all, no one cares more about their health than he does. The life vest also would have absorbed some of the impact, right?
But doesn't that sound a bit unrealistic? And even if he could survive the fall,
It's Danganronpa.
that doesn't explain
I'm
why
not
he
even
would bother
surprised
setting up
it's
those wires.
unrealistic.
Why waste time preparing a braking system when you can just endure the impact in the first place?
In your opinion, whom amongst us would possess the fortitude necessary to pull off such a feat?
Huh? Well, based on pure muscle, I guess Hajime or Greek Bro.
Do you see? The list of potential culprits has instantaneously been reduced to 2 individuals.
Huh?
Oh, I get it. The fact that they were set up could be so the culprit could use their existence as an alibi. If there weren't any breaks, the second that jumping trick was revealed, our first question would obviously who could endure the impact.
Exactly. Of course, he also might have still needed a safety device to lessen the pain of the full impact, regardless of whether or not Hajime ended up enduring the impact. It's a definitive truth that the culprit jumped twice from the top of the bell tower, and therefore our conclusion would also be correct. Perhaps we should also examine Hajime's shoulders and see if we find any other condemning evidence.
Yeah, the culprit would have had plenty of time at night to estimate the strength of the impact through experimentation.
If I may interject, Yuki stated that he received a message from Yuri asking for assistance, but the existence of this correspondence in itself
Yeah,
is
that's what I was
extremely
thinking. Why would they
suspicious.
message Yuki?
Yuri, with his acute misandry, reaching out to another man on the verge of his own death, is it not unnatural?
Most certainly. Yuki even said that Yuri was delighted at the idea of being killed by a woman. It's definitely not the attitude of someone who would ask for help if such a thing had actually happened.
The message was probably sent to Yuki by Hajime, using Yuri Handbook Plus to create an alibi. That way, he'd be able to make whoever witnessed the murder scene run up to the top of the tower to catch the culprit.
Now I see why he used a syringe with measurements on it to inject the anesthetic. It was to make sure that Yuri woke up the second Sora and I got to the tower.
So, Jimmy was really thinking that far ahead when he planned
Jimmy?
the murder?
Hey, why are you all so confident that Hajime's the culprit?
So the culprit set up wires not only to cushion
sorry,
the impact,
Shinji,
but
but
to
no.
confuse us, and then he used the rope to move down. I'd say that theory checks out, but why did he put the hook in Yuri's leg and then take it back out? He could have gone down the tower with the rope first, and then put it in his leg.
Could it be, perchance, that Miss Kabuya's interference threw a wrench into the culprit's machinations?
Through a wrench?
Allow me to explain my reasoning. Being unable to enter the monocruise once the slumbering hours occurred, the culprit was left with no option but to wait until morning. Therefore, it was crucial that they board the ship the moment the gates opened so they could play the part of the innocent. But Miss Kabuya stated that she exited the monocruise the instant the gates opened. Perhaps the two had a fateful encounter. Thus, the culprit had no choice but to ambush her in order to eliminate any possibility of her going to the bell tower. It would have completely jeopardized his carefully laid out plans after all.
I agree with Mikado. If you think about it, jumping off the top of the bell tower like that without anything to cushion your fall was just insane. It would have been a risky gamble. Even for Hashi, he wouldn't have done it unless he was forced to, due to some outside interference. But, like, why did Ruko even go out that early in the morning? It makes her super suspicious, you know?
I told you already. I just wanted to get a head start on my investigation. With everyone's morale being boosted in the party, I felt motivated to really give it my all.
Aw, Yoruko.
But the murder made the whole thing pointless, of course.
Yoruko, I feel bad
Well,
for you.
I think we finally put all the pieces together. Is there anything we're missing, Hajime?
Hey! Hajime, I still believe in you. Why are you just standing there? Tell them they're wrong!
I admit, everything they've said seems to line up nicely. I'm not sure where to start.
Maybe that's because you're guilty?
Enough! Don't you believe in your friends at all?
Shinji, I love you dearly, but
They're
give
all
up.
teaming up on me with weak, bullshit speculation.
Alright, I think it's about full time
There's
battle
nothing
time, isn't
else
it?
to say.
Terminate talk. Oh, they changed. Okay, this one's actually called Terminate Talk Soon. I'm used to it being full time battle. Oh no, it's similar to Argument Armament from V3. Oh, okay. Okay, Z. Space Mill. Decrease by 1. You may reload try to exchange ships, but has a short delay. And then you'll see Black Argument. True feelings recommend. Okay, so don't shoot the black. Using all the layers, we get to do the final piece. Okay. Alright. Yeah, don't remind me. I've already experienced that multiple times with all the BTB and argument armaments.
What What a load of crap. You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing. What's the point? You guys really falling for this shit? It's over. You've got no evidence. What a load of crap. It's over.
Oh.
You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this. Your logic is bullshit. You've got no evidence. That ain't convincing. I'm done for. What's the point? What a load of crap. I'm done for. Why are you suspecting me? It's over. What's the point? You guys really falling for this shit? Your logic is bullshit. It's over. What a load of crap. It's over. You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? You guys
This
really
takes
falling
forever.
for this shit? I refuse to believe this. Your logic is bullshit. You've got no evidence. That ain't convincing. You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this. What a load of crap. You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me?
Okay,
That
now
ain't
we're getting
convincing.
better.
I refuse to believe this! You guys really falling for this shit? Your logic is bullshit! You've got no evidence!
Okay, we finally got
I
somewhere.
refuse to believe this! Your logic is bullshit! Why are you suspecting
Oh,
me?
okay, I
You guys
see.
really falling for this shit? You've got no evidence! What a load of crap! Why are you suspecting me? You've got no proof! That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this!
Ah,
What a load
no!
of crap! It's over. I refuse to believe this! Your logic is bullshit! Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? You've got no evidence. What a load of crap! Why are you suspecting me? It's over. I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence. What a load of crap! That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! It's over. Why are you suspecting me? You guys really falling for this shit? You've got no evidence. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting me? You've got no proof. That ain't convincing. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. What a load of crap. It's over. I refuse to believe this. Your logic is bullshit. Why are you suspecting me? It's over. What a load of crap. Why are you suspecting me? You've got no proof. You've got no proof. Why are you suspecting me? That ain't convincing. It's over. I'm done for. I refuse to believe this. It's over. What a load of crap. It's over. I refuse to believe this. You've got no evidence. Your logic is bullshit. What a load of crap. I'm done for. You've got no evidence. What's the point? I refuse to believe this. I'm done for. Why are you suspecting me? It's over. Your logic is bullshit! You guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence! What a load of crap! That ain't convincing! What's the point? You've got no evidence! It's over. What a load of crap! You've got no proof! You've got no evidence! What's the point? I refuse to believe this! You've got no proof! What's the point? It's over. Your logic is bullshit! I'm done for. I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence! What's the point? That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence! Your logic is bullshit! What a load of crap! You've got no proof! You've got...
Alright.
Tell me why the hell I'm suspicious!
Oh no! I
Got no
played
proof.
that
Why are
one!
you suspecting me? That ain't convincing! Your logic is bullshit! Guys really falling for this shit? I refuse to believe this! You've got no evidence! What a load of crap! That ain't convincing! I refuse to believe this! You've got...
Okay.
Tell me why the hell I'm suspicious!
There we go.
This is the end.
No! Stop it!
Yep. I wonder if they're actually going to bring back the closing argument or closing statement. That's the only main game left, really. Saving in case.
Hey, Hajime, are you really going to insist that you were drunk? You, Hajime Makanouchi, got completely
Oh, his
drunk?
boxing shorts really done come up. Yeah, that's, like I said, this is really based on Argument Armament, and that's the only minigame that it
That's not
really
like you at all,
unarmors them. That sounds really bad.
Nobody in our group cares more about their health than you, Hajime. I thought it was kind of strange that you were drinking at the party. You did say drinking a bit was good for your health, but you've made it sound like you drank way more than that.
And I just can't see someone like you not being able to restrain themselves from drinking.
There's a little thing called mood at a party, you know? I'm human just like the rest of you. Even
Nice
I
try.
can cut loose and ignore my health for a bit.
A bit.
Ah, Mac, I just remembered. You were the one who invited Riri to the party.
Oh yeah,
weren't
he
you?
was. Oh no.
Right. He suggested that we invite Yuri, saying he's not entirely a bad person.
Oh
Even then,
yeah.
we hadn't forgotten to talk about the importance of health.
Damn it! Hajime.
I feel really
What
bad
the
for
hell were you
Shinji.
thinking?
I'm not the culprit.
Fine, have it your way. Let's
Yep,
review this case
we're
from the
doing
start.
closing arguments.
Then you'll have no choice but to admit
We're
to your
closing
crimes.
statements. That's what it's called, I think. Oh, closing argument. Yep. Oh. So it's the same thing. Oh, it's a 4-frame comic strip. Okay. So it's the same thing as before. This one I'm not as worried about. It's easy. Oh, they actually drew everything. That's actually really cool. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Okay. I messed up. Okay, just let me... Oh! Good, good. Okay, analyze. Read about the party. I think it says Suga first? Ah, okay. There we go. Okay, I think I know what it is. Ooh, this is really kind of slow. Is this right? Hopefully it's right. Okay, it says yes. Got it. This is a lot different than I expected, though. Culprit helped me set up the fight. You had intoxicated, drinking. Okay. So it should go this way, I believe. I hope. Oh, no! Seriously? What did I mess up? It was probably wait until nighttime. Would it be this then? Oh, okay, it was that. That's why. Okay, I know this one then. No, okay, okay. Oh, this is actually making me kind of worried. Yorko. Enjoy, check out caution. Okay. So it'll be you, and you, I believe. Oh, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Okay, I think I know what I did wrong. Is this right now? Okay. Oh, there's 5. Oh, there's a fake one in here somewhere. Okay, so there's only 4. Yeah. Have to break up. Okay. Is it this? It's either this or the other one. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, so it must be the other way then. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. What did I mess up? Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Maybe it's the other way? Yeah, maybe it's the other way. Not this again.
Shoot!
I have to start from the beginning now. Fuck. Hello, welcome to I'm messing things up again. Nothing new here. Carry on. It was prepping for party. You, and you. That was party went forever. Took you. Went to tower. And you. Let's see if I remember now. It was... Was it you? It was you. Okay. It was you, and you. So it was everything but the last one. So it was meet up, go together, get ready. This is the one I'm still messing up on. Yeah, it'd be this, I would think. Oh, I wonder if it's this way then. Is it you, and you? Okay, it must be the other way then. Oh, come on! What's it then? Try this already? Hope not. Why is it just this one? Ugh.
Shoot!
I'm going to spend 10 minutes on closing argument. I'm calling it right now. There's ambush, half, carry, yeet. Meet up. Oh, what did I do this time? Meet up. You. Oh. You and you. Okay, I wonder if, you might be the big thing. Was it this then? Why can't I get this one? Ugh. Okay. Bell tower. What if is this? No. I wonder if it's this all together. No, it wasn't, was it? I tried every combination, I swear. It's literally this one minigame, too.
Crap.
I know, I'm not looking forward to having to restart. Is it the vibe gets pulled up in the bill picture after the person jumps? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but one of them's a fake one. I cannot tell which one's the fake one. That's the big thing. This is the minigame I'm going to hate most for this fan series, because this is usually easy in the other games, usually, or I've not have as much trouble. Oh no. Okay, okay. Maybe the Yuki phone pic, the rival picture, the jumping picture, by pull, flip by pull. Yeah, let's see how that works. 1 second. Or have you tried that? I've lost track at this point too. I'm like, okay, which ones have I tried and which ones haven't I tried? That and see how bad we messed up. Yuki. A rival. I swear, if this isn't it, I'm going to scream. That's it! The stream's over! Bye, guys! Thank you, Kuma, so much, though, seriously. Alright, Yuki and I discovered the corpse. Culprit disposed of. Oh, okay, yep. It'll be this one. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay! Great, now I got it in my head. Okay, so it is... You, and you, hopefully. That would be on a different page. Okay, thank God, we got one more. Alright. And it's not Slice, that's the fake one. I already know that one, because we had it on the previous page. Culprit returns to Monocruise. And the culprit, we climb up. The culprit disposes. Alright, so it'll be this, and this, hopefully. Oh, thank God. We're done. Oh, they actually did.
It all began when Yuri started saying all that weird stuff about wanting to die for a single woman. He knew we were all growing desperate, so he offered any girl the chance to kill him and escape. Unfortunately, his words caught the attention of this case's culprit. If Yuri had been killed, everyone would suspect a woman of being the culprit. The culprit used this to their advantage in the murder. However, Yuri had locked himself away and only answered to women. Setsuka decided she wanted to host a surprise party to get everyone to cheer up. Our culprits saw this party as a critical part of their plan.
I forgot. This is going to be Kuma's first execution.
He was able to convince
You're screwed.
To invite Yuri. While preparing the party, our culprit took the opportunity to swap some of the drinks with alcohol. This was to make sure people would get drunk. It wasn't long after the party started when Yuri, a man
execution time, yep. And I will tell you, executions, even I think for the fan games I've seen, are as great as the normal ones, and they are a thing. Except for DR2, number 3, that's all I'm going to say. I've seen clips of the original, okay! I've seen clips of the original Danganronpa execution on YouTube back in the day, that's all I know about the series. Hell, Mayo, you're good.
As a result, both the culprits
it's
and
more
the
mystery than anything, but...
outside the Monocruise. Once separated, the culprit took her victim directly to the bell tower.
And
Since
you
this
need to
all
know a
took
lot about
place
what
at
the
night,
spare is.
there were
That's
no
pretty much all you
witnesses
need to
or
know for the
interruptions
series.
that could affect them. Yuri was already passed out from being drunk, but to be extra sure, our culprit used a syringe to inject him with an anesthetic solution that would keep him out for a long time. Since our culprit had plenty of time until morning, he took some time to practice his method. It was during this practice that they made sure all of their measurements were perfect. Once the culprit was satisfied with their preparations, they had to wait outside until morning. Once the morning announcement went off, our culprit was going to enter the monocruise. However, as soon as the doors opened, Yoriko stepped out of the monocruise. If she had gone to the bell tower, this whole case would have been ruined for the culprit. The culprit had no choice but to inject her with the remaining anesthetic and moved her to the bell tower. Although the decision was made in the moment, it actually ended up driving suspicion away from them. During this time, the culprit had become late to their morning jog with Shinji, so they had to hurry. So, they removed the hook from Yuri's right calf while moving Yoriko. Going both up and down the stairs would take too much time, so they decided to use the hook as a means of transportation. With Yoriko in tow, the culprit rushed to the top of the bell tower. With the hook detached, our culprit quickly jumped off the tower using their fulcrum method. Normally, they would injure themselves without the weight of Yuri and the wires to slow them down, but they decided to take a risk and put their faith into their fitness and health. Luckily for our culprit, his talent was perfect for something like this.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The culprit, who had shortened his travel time, joined with Shinji in the monocruise. During the jog, our culprit made an excuse to depart from Shinji for a moment. Returning to the bell tower, the culprit rearranged the hook placement. They couldn't reuse the right calf, as it had been completely torn up, so they inserted it into the left calf. This is the reason he had wounds on both of his calves. Once everything was ready, the culprit used Yuri's e-handbook plus to send a distress message to Yuki. As Yuki received the distress message, our culprit quickly made their way up to the bell tower. Once the culprit heard that we had arrived and Yuri had woken up, the culprit jumped off the bell tower once again, this time with the intention of murder. Yuri, who was connected to the life jacket via the hooks, was sent flying into the air. As Yuri flew up, he was cut by several sharp wires that had been set up by the culprit. The culprit, now safely on the ground, cut the rope. Yuri was sent falling downwards to finish him off. Since there was nothing to slow his fall, it was without a doubt the true cause of death. Yuri, who we had just witnessed alive a moment earlier, was now a bloody mess on the ground. This is the truth of Yuri's death as Yuki and I had witnessed it. Once we saw the gruesome sight, we decided to rush up the stairs, hoping to find the culprit at the top. While we rushed to the top, the culprit disposed of the life jacket and was hurried towards the monocruise. Doing so would give them an alibi when the body discovery announcement went off. Fortunately for them and their fitness, they were able to make it back in time for the announcement. Right after the body discovery announcement, the culprit made their way to the bell tower with everyone else. In doing so, they reacted innocently with everyone else and pretended to be shocked by
This
the
sucks.
event.
I did actually want to know more about
However,
Hajime, but I'm
this
also
was
like,
all
I'm
an
not even
act.
surprised.
In truth, they had been the one to kill Yuri. That culprit is without a doubt.
Oh yeah, they actually did keep these kind of animations too.
You, Hajime Makinochi, the ultimate boxer!
And that's the end of the trial, isn't it? Did we get coins for the trials this time again? Please tell me we do. That sounds so bad. Yes, I know I mismatched so many. Shut up, game. Fuck you.
It's over, Hajime. You are the culprit.
Well, I guess I can't argue against that.
Hajime.
Does
At least
that
he's
mean...
taking it, though. Without...
It can't be helped. They got it all right. I'm sorry, Shinji, but I'm the culprit.
Hajime is a boxer. I wonder if his name is from the Hajime Ippo manga. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Considering they've made, I think, other references in here already, too. Shut up, game. Only because of that last one, I gained experience. Okay, good, you do get coins for this. Give me my money. Holy fuck, that's a lot. I will take it. Oh, true. Blatant reference to When They Cry LMAO and Sweet Pretty Cure. Since this is a fan game, they don't really have to, abide... Wait, you're a Pokemon... What? What? What the fuck are you talking about, Kuma? Sword level. Oh, okay. For some reason, I also started thinking about the little comic we had before about catching me. That's a whole story and a half I'm not even going to explain right now. I still have those comic pages, I'm pretty sure, somewhere. I never even drew them. I probably should scan them and try to draw them.
Have we reached a conclusion? That wasn't nearly as interesting
but yeah,
as
leveling
I
up is a
thought it
mechanic
would
in the
be.
regular games too, because then you get more points to use more skills
Are
and
you
all that
ready to
jazz.
see if your answer is right or wrong? As a warning, you only have one
Oh, well, that'd be fun, yes.
I will assume that you've had enough time and proceed to the voting. Ladies and gentlemen, use the panel in front of you.
Are
to
they
vote
actually,
for who
now
you
the real
believe
question,
to be the
are they going to
culprit.
pull V3 and actually let us vote even though it's meaningless?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What is it going to be?
Like, I feel bad for Hajime so much. Aw, dang, they aren't pulling the V3. Oh, they actually did this, so that's cool. They actually brought the roulette reel. It was Hajime. Actually, how they animate this, that's really cool, though. Because that's not stock animation at all. That's actually really cool. I'm sorry, I'm just gushing over everything. Yes, please save my progress. Your answer is correct. The culprit who killed Yuri Kagurine was Hajime Makunochi.
Congratulations!
Congratulations on coming to the correct conclusion.
Fuck!
Hajime, how could you?
My bad.
I'm sorry.
What?
Sorry? You're the culprit. You murdered Yuri, and all you have to say for yourself is, I'm sorry? Why? Hajime, why would you, of all people, kill someone?
That's...
Right. Please give us an answer. Why did you kill Yuri, Hajime?
I
Can't tell you.
Huh? You can't tell us?
Yes.
You wouldn't understand. And even if it did, it would only make you despise me more than you already do.
Stupid! Are you serious? It's your fault we had to go through this whole trial mess in the first place. We do all this and you don't even give us a straight answer? But... Well, to be honest, you weren't very helpful, sis.
Hey now.
Mac, please, tell us. We just want to know why. Did you forget about the rules of the class trial?
Huh?
The rules?
Yikes.
If the Blacken's identity is revealed in the trial, they will be punished.
Listen.
Right, Hajime? You're about to die now. Don't you realize that? Indeed, those are the cruel rules of the class trial. If the Blacken is identified during the class trial, they alone will be punished. Since Monokuma confirmed our answer, Hajime is without a doubt the Blacken that killed Yuri. And thus, Hajime won't be able to escape from the inevitability of his imminent death.
Yeah.
She's right, Hajime. We don't despise you, but we have to know what led you to commit murder.
That's why. Was it just because you wanted to escape? That's all?
That's the same for all of us. We all have family and friends waiting for us out there. We all have the willpower to hold in our desire to escape. It's hard to believe that Hajime would just burst someone because he wanted to leave.
To be honest,
He must have had another reason. Something that pushed you to commit murder. Mac, just tell us what it was. If you don't, I really don't know if we'll be able to move forward from this.
My bad.
Hajime, just tell us! Sorry, I still can't tell you. Hajime!
But
But you're right. I didn't kill Yuri just to get off this island. I had to commit murder, so I did. My decision didn't have a process. The only thing left to behold is the outcome. Whatever my true reason was, I should kill Yuri. I'm not trying to make any excuses here. I just want to die the way I am now, as a murderer. Oh, it was probably for a good reason. He wants to cover it up. Oh, Hajime!
Hajime.
Come on.
Die? Don't just jump to conclusions. That's not decided yet. Just wait. I'm sure there'll be another way.
Huh? What are you talking about? There's no exceptions to the rules on the island. Are you turning to escapism now?
But wait.
No, but...
I'm sorry.
Hold on just a second, Hajime. Did you say you wanted to die as a murderer?
Huh? What are you getting at, Kokoro?
That's true.
That's not what you're thinking at all.
What
Kokoro coming in clutch!
It's clear to me now.
You cannot deceive me, Hajime. The emotion in your words just now. You're hiding something.
Huh?
What's the matter, Kokoro?
I'll explain.
While it's true that Hajime's words just now seem stoic, his thoughts betray something else entirely. Hajime is under the belief that he himself will not die at all.
Are you for real?
What do you mean, Kokoro? Are you reading his thoughts or something?
Aside from that.
I know your mind reading is real, Coco, but doesn't it seem a bit off for Max to think that way right now?
Well,
I cannot read this exact emotion because of those sunglasses covering his eyes. I see that there was an abnormal reason for your murder of Yuri. What was it?
what are you saying?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was prepared to die. I have nothing more to say. Monokuro, just start your stupid punishment. Mr. Makunochi, you may tell them.
What?
What?
Now then.
You may tell them the truth. I suppose you are concerned about the consequences, but that is of no matter. Speak freely. Besides, I doubt we can hide this from Kokoro any longer.
Better what?
Hey, stop bothering him. Why are you trying to make that decision for him? Is this another one of your conspiracies?
But...
Mikado, are you sure it's okay? Huh?
Good grief.
Completely. You are really already aware of our abilities, right? While we cannot reveal everything in this moment, telling them your reason for murder should be acceptable. I will handle the aftermath. Do as you please, Makunochi.
Huh? Those two. What are they talking about right now?
Ah, I see.
Really? Well, if you say so. Nothing's ever gone wrong listening to you. Wait, what? Why did he say that? Hajime, what's going on here? After finishing that sentence, Hajime took a deep breath. Then he spoke.
So, y'all want to know
That's
why I
not
committed
good.
Huh?
Please don't tell me he's a despair, remnant of despair kind of thing.
The answer's simple. It's because I was supposed to commit murder.
What happened? His eyes full of madness, his mouth letting out a twisted tone of voice. The Hajime we knew was gone, and in its place was a Hajime we have never seen before.
Well, what are you talking about, Hajime? You're acting
Oh,
really
no.
strange.
What's so strange? You all wanted to know why I did it, right? And it's just as I said. It was my mission to murder.
I don't understand what you're saying. And something doesn't look right about you now.
No, really, Yuki? I love you dearly, but, fucking idiot.
Sorry for keeping quiet. But since it's already too late, and Mikado gave me permission, I'd like to say it out loud to y'all.
I don't... Say what out loud?
Careful now.
Although this must be painful to hear, I must reveal that Master Makunochi is a proud member of Void. The fuck is Void?
What? Void? What's that?
That's
the name of the organization Mikado briefly mentioned the first day we came to this island.
But...
Huh? Didn't he just make that up for his false persona?
But... It looks like that wasn't the case.
That's right. I'm working with Mikado. Oh no! The mastermind behind this whole killing game. Okay, never mind. I take back everything I just said about Hajime. Ah!
Wait!
It's a lie. This can't be.
Wrong.
It's no lie. The fact that this explains Hajime's strange behavior. It was all planned out from the start.
The drama. Oh, hi, Shackles! Oh, I still don't have shout-out bot set up yet. I need to do that. Follow Shackles. Shackles and Kaede stream a lot. Genshin and other things. Go follow them, please.
What?
There's your shout-out. I need to get that bot working.
And then everything he did, everything we know him for, it was all an act?
Oh, well, no, don't follow me. Don't follow him. And it's also all Shackles' fault. I'm allowed to take that, right?
Hey.
I told you, didn't I? If I tell you why I killed y'all, maybe... I can speak. I see that smiley face. If I tell you why I killed you, you'd all hate me even more. Let's give up on that sentence now. I can't speak. It's 1 in the morning. I was trying to pay you all back for our past week together by getting off the stage as quietly as possible. Hajime, were you really on the mastermind side this whole time?
Yes.
That's right. I've been on his side since from the very first day of this field trip. No, before that even. From the very start of this plan.
That's...
Are you for real?
The world-famous boxing star Hajime Makunochi involved in a large-scale criminal organization like this? Damn it. Normally this would have been perfect for a headline, but I'm in shock. I can't believe it.
You think you're not stumped?
You! Hajime! Why? How come? What do you mean by supposed to murder?
I believe.
They likely coordinate this event in advance. You must kill someone to escape this island. It's easier said than done. The killing game could easily fall into deadlock when the centerpiece is as something as wicked as a murderer. I suppose Hajime's role was to break the deadlock by committing the first murder, am I correct?
I'm impressed.
Indeed. We had planned everything in advance. It would have been serendipitous for a murder to have occurred without Mr. Makunuchi's involvement. But reality is rarely that cooperative.
What the?
That conversation at the dining hall yesterday. Do you remember when Yuri said that our motive to murder was weak? Back then, Mikado answered that the killing game was structured so that someone would kill.
You're kidding!
Is this what he meant by that? Hajime worked for the mastermind and hid among us in our daily lives? And if a murder didn't occur, he was going to come out and do it himself?
Now then.
Now that we crossed this threshold, I believe it'd be best to drive the dragger to despair even further. Mikado! No despair! Allow me to reveal one more painful truth to you all.
You see.
In truth, Mr. Makunochi and I are not the only members of Void.
What?
Oh-ho-ho.
Myself included, Void is an organization of 5 members in total. And all 5 of them are currently staying in this very court. What? What? The fuck? You fully grasp the implication of what this means.
No way. Well, that means... there's more of us besides Hajime that are working for you right now? What? No way.
Oh, Mikado's an evil man too. Shame, I thought it was going to be fun. You missed the first chapter when he burned someone to a crisp, honestly. So I'm not even surprised.
No way. Who are they?
Naturally, I cannot say. Oh, and if it wasn't already evident, the late Mr. Kagirin is excluded from all this. It is truly a tragedy. He would have made this school trip so much more interesting had he lived a little bit longer.
Either way.
I had no choice. It was to create a conflict of man versus woman for the exact recreation of the case. Yuri was the only one whose death would be able to achieve that. He stirred up the theories of a woman being the culprit just by being the victim of this case.
Huh?
What? Hajime, don't tell me that's the sole reason you murdered someone.
Hey.
You listening, Shinji? My mission was to kill someone. All I had to do was choose who. Of course, I had to prepare the murder and all the tricks by myself as well. It was a load of work and a loud weight on my shoulders.
But...
I tried my best to win, but I guess it was too hard for me to deceive the brain power of 13 people. Not to mention, it would have been a whole other problem if I had actually won.
No, I'm pissed!
You bastard! Huh? The big bro! No violence! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Unable to repress his anger, Shinji ran towards Hajime. But Hajime easily overpowered Shinji, somewhat taller than himself, with a single punch. The fuck?
Dumbass.
Are you nuts? Do you really think you could challenge the ultimate boxer? Mr. Makunochi, even if you're about to depart, violations of the rules under my watch is unacceptable.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. My job's done here.
Hey!
Shinji!
My god.
He's out cold.
You're kidding!
Oh, I see! Oh, no! What was that? Hajime, you hit big bros pull you with your full strength? We've been together for a week now. I thought you saw us all as friends.
Unforgivable!
Did everything that happened this week mean nothing to you?
Yeah,
Well, it was enjoyable to some extent. At one point, I really did feel like I made some real friends.
But
Why? Why did you bring us here just to make us kill each other? Kokoro, can't you just read his mind and find out?
I'm sorry.
My reason is not perfect. It cannot be used anytime I desire, either. It can only tell the general emotional state and mood of the individual, not their exact thoughts. I can't just simply understand why he's decided to side with the mastermind. I can tell you right now, though, that everything Hajime has said was true.
My bad.
Anyways, sorry for tricking you guys. I couldn't help it. I can't live on without this plan.
But what does that mean?
Hey now.
Pardon me, Mr. Sonoji, and Mr. Makanuchi. Every time you boys get the spotlight, I feel like I'm reduced to a mere bird with no purpose. I have my roles as teacher and judge, and it seems like the time has come for me to do my job as well. Ah yes, it seems I was a bit too hasty in giving my surprise announcement. Without further ado, Mr. Monokuma, please begin the grand finale of the class trial.
Very well.
I prepared a very special punishment for this case blackened. Hajime Makanuchi, the ultimate boxer.
Hey.
I think that's enough, Mikado. You don't have to go this far. I don't need the punishment. Just tell me the way out and I'll be waiting for you there. Oh.
Huh?
I beg your pardon? I'm afraid you don't follow. You're the loser of this trial, and therefore you will be executed.
Hey.
Whoa, stop joking around. I was supposed to leave after this. Surely you won't kill me, will you?
Good grief.
I will. Oh, okay, well, Void ain't a great
What?
group. Got it.
But
Forgive me, Mr. Makanuchi, but even I cannot bend the rules of this game. Are you not aware that we Void are participating on the side of the students? I'm certain you have not forgotten that correctly identified Blacken must face execution.
What are you saying?
I said stop joking around.
now then.
Shall we begin?
Ah, I see.
I see, this is just part of the act, right? You're just pretending, right? Farewell, Mr. Makanuchi. I shan't forget you.
Farewell.
There's no need to cower in fear like that. Who knows? Perhaps if our plan succeeds, a blessing of fortune may be able to resurrect you.
Son of a bitch! Do you think the other
Oh!
is just gonna let you get away with this? I'll reveal the entire plan right now!
It's
Oh
punishment
no!
time!
We're just going to go right into it, are we? Oh fuck. Oh no! Punishment time! Oh no! Hey, here's your boxing shorts, Kuma. You can kick my butt later. Oh no! I don't like this already. Oh! Oh my! Holy fuck! Oh, holy fuck! I didn't even remember that part. Yeah! Congratulations if you haven't played Danganronpa before. I know this is a fan-gan. Here's your first taste. Holy fuck. Like, I didn't even know it was going to be that. My apologies again, Mr. Makanuchi, but you should have realized, no matter what may befall you, the Void have no choice but to avoid me without question.
Farewell.
Adios, Mr. Makinochi. Thank you for the entertainment.
What? What's that?
My god.
Is this real? Although he had sighted the mastermind and killed Yuri, the life of a person who had been breathing alive a moment ago had vanished in another. As we witness this shocking scene, no one's able to let out a word about the sudden influx of new information.
Hey.
Huh?
Oh, have you finally awakened? Shope! I think this time it's for the better, though. Just now I sensed some interesting stuff was going on.
So let me get this straight.
Anyways, here's what you said. There are 5 masterminds among us, including yourself. Said masterminds are pre-planned to carry out murder if no one but Sue. And you guys are making us participate in this in order to achieve some kind of purpose.
Well done.
That would be correct.
Alright.
So then why did you just betray all your allies?
So what?
Like the boxer said, I don't think the other 3 are just going to twiddle their thumbs and do nothing about this. What do you think?
Careful now.
Mr. Hashimoto, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it not your creed to stay out the affairs of others? Unless it benefits you directly.
Are you serious right now?
I do. It's just out of curiosity. Satisfying my curiosity would directly benefit me, right?
Ah, shit.
The moment you revealed yourself as the mastermind on the first day here, I have yet to figure out even one whit. I wonder how you're perfect your plans for you to be okay with all the ways you're spoiling things. Our business is none of your concern. That applies to the remaining 3 members of Void as well. I can understand that you may be confounded by my actions today.
Now then.
But as we reach the conclusion of this trial, I ask that you please think things over carefully in your rooms. Whether this was an act of mere betrayal or a sacrifice for the greater good. After finishing his sentence, Mikado disappeared into flames. What the fuck? Aside from Shobai, the rest of us stood still in the class trial room without knowing how to speak.
Well, great.
Is it over? It's about time. I'm heading back. Now then, everyone, let's head back to the Mono Cruise. I know this is hard, but even Big Sis herself here is barely staying tall right now.
But
we need to move on. Let's return to the Mono Cruise. Let's go back and think on this.
Oh dear.
Right. Shinji's still knocked out cold. We need to take to the infirmary.
Hey.
Oh, right. Biki, Kana, can you 2 help me out?
Not happening. Don't touch me.
What?
What?
No way! Stay away from me! There's 3 boys with us and they're all working with the mastermind! You can't trust anyone aside from Kanade! Get out of my sight!
What the?
What are you talking about? What's more important is...
Sis, calm down and think about this first. Shut up! What's your problem? How dare you interrupt your older sister when she's talking? Huh? So sorry! Please don't be mad at me!
Hey.
Calling it one of the twins to Void. I am actually calling it 2, to be honest. And my call's on Kanade. What about you, Kanade? What if both of you sisters are members of the Void?
That's not true.
Well, that's easy for you to say. Sorry, but as a journalist, I suspect everything I see.
Hey,
Wait, then what about you? Do you have any evidence that you were not a part of Void? You know, it's also possible to think that you planned together with Hajime to intentionally muddle up the case. The both of you working together as fellow members of Void.
What? What did you just say?
Calm down.
Calm down, you guys. Why are we suddenly fighting? We can't suspect each other like this. If Mikado and Hajime were speaking the truth, it'll be hard to put trust in anyone from now on.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, but carry Shinji by yourselves. If you're going to act like this, I guess I can't trust you guys either. Hey, why is everyone...
There's no use.
It's no use, Setsuka. Maybe this was how we were meant to be. We were all afraid of being killed by one another by the start. And now that we know each other's... there's 3 other masterminds in disguise. It'd be a miracle if things ever went back to the way they were before. Same thing, I was thinking of her too. The shy demertress. I smell a plot twist, lol.
Hey now.
Oh, Kuma. I'm smelling it though too. What's wrong with you? I really don't want to also suspect Setsuka, but I feel like she might be one too. I'm really hoping I'm wrong though on that one. Sure, Riri and Mac are dead. And yes, 3 of us are on the mastermind side. So what? Should we just give up on everything we built up to this point and start killing each other? Don't you even think that's even more ridiculous?
Sorry.
Sorry, I may have gone too far. But at least for now, no one's in their right state of mind. Shoot. If only only break bro was awake.
This is...
Everyone's gone crazy. Roha, how about you? Setsuka. Rara. Let's go. We should take Shinji to the infirmary. Sora! Oh, okay. That dramatic scene was a perfect summary on how an infectious disease becomes a pandemic. I think this is the wrong time to even see that sentence, but oh well. Some of our bonds were already unstable from the start. This class trial just hammered in the final nail in the coffin. Even Setsuka, who's trying to encourage everyone, deep behind her words could lie some foreign distrust in us. Our lives together will never be the same, thanks to this class trial. All that was left was the impact of a small seed. A small seed named Void that Mikado had left behind. Oh, I don't like this. After carrying Shinji to the infirmary with Setsuka, I silently left the Monocruise on my own. Some time has passed, and night has arrived, but the chaos still remains in the Monocruise. A chaos where you can't trust anyone. A chaos where your only ally is yourself. The prevailing distrust that we were currently feeling could easily lead to a turmoil while I walk along the beach now. Is there even anything I can do about it? In my current state of affairs, all I could do is just watch as chaos unfolds. To avoid being lost inside the turmoil, I stroll along the night seashore in silence. Who am I? Who am I to have to go to these events at this place? If anyone out there knows the answer, please tell me. What the? Huh? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Huh? Through the sound of the winds of the waves of the night sea, I heard a man's voice. Ignoring my overwhelming anxiety from hearing the sudden voice, I approached the origin of the sound. And there I found... Oh, hi, you're back! When did you get back to the island?
It's... that person?
Don't end there. Please don't end there. Please don't end there. Fuck! Should've known that one. So now I know why this chapter is called the way it is. Oh, Ray's joining us next chapter. Fuck. This is going to be fun. Alright. Oh, they actually also show... Oh, holy fuck. They actually show how many voids are remain, too. I forgot they do this. Fuck. Just in case we need more things to make us cry. Yes. And that's it for today, because we have definitely gone over the 2 hours I usually do. Oh, nope. Back to talking, because I don't want to... We'll see that next chapter, okay? So, thank you all for coming. Yeah, that was the first chapter. Holy fuck. I actually do not have words for once. In the meantime, I'm going to see if anyone's on that I can yeet us into. Is anyone on that we can raid? That's the real question. Lily Pichu, and I don't know them that well. Never mind. Okay, I guess we're just going to have to end today. Unfortunately, there's no one I can raid tonight. So thank you all for coming. Unfortunately, we will be continuing Chapter 2 next week instead, because I'm going to do Chromatos tomorrow. I think that's it. Thank you all for dealing with me being stupid. Oh, Shackles, thank you. I have a date with my bed, and I'll see you all later. Night. Bye.